Hypersonic uses the Supermaster Emerald and saves the future in Sonic 4, the movie. Sonic is saved by Amy Rose, and excited to see him, she touches his shoulder, looks into his eyes, and says, "Come with me, Sonic. I have a new mission I want you to join." But Sonic, with an angry face, refuses and firmly says, "No, no, Amy, it seems you haven't changed. Because of you, Longclaw died that day. You called me for a supposed mission that was simply running through all the circuits of Mobius. In case you didn't know, that race was enough for the echidnas to track me. And without realizing it, I led them straight into an ambush at my house, where Longclaw gave her life for me." Amy Rose's heart breaks, because even though Sonic was telling the truth, this time she really did have a Class S mission and needed his help. Amy Rose had traveled to the future, thanks to the use of the time stones she found on Little Planet when it orbited Mobius. After traveling 10 years into the future, she found planet Earth being ruled by Dr. Robotnik Webera, who had founded a kingdom called Eggmaland. Amy Rose sneaked through that city in the year 2036 and saw that in Washington, D.C., there was now a huge statue of Eggman representing the world leader. 3 weeks earlier, we see Robotnik with his scepter and armor receiving reports from all the cities he had taken over. Amy Rose heard him say, "It's incredible what I could do with this single quill from Sonic, but what's even more incredible is what I will do, using the technology stolen from the United States at that time." He prepared a robot that looked like Sonic, but was metallic gray. After infusing it with the power of the quill he carried, it gained an immense amount of energy and took on Sonic's characteristic blue color. Eggman's experiment seemed to be successful, but it was even more than he expected. Testing its strength by placing 10 blocks of wood in front of it, the robot broke them with a single hit, something the original Sonic could not do. Eggman tested speed, and Metal Sonic managed to reach the same speed as the original Sonic. In intelligence tests, he was even better, solving the Rubik's Cube in 2.7 seconds. The Metal Sonic prototype was more than ready, and once perfected, Dr. Robotnik Webera began producing them in mass. In just a few days, he already had a full army of Metal Sonics in his castle. At that moment, Amy Rose arrived and realized that Eggman had sent multiple groups of Metal Sonics to capture the strongest warriors wherever they were. There we see Cream the Rabbit being guarded by 2 Metal Sonics and 3 other Metal Sonics surrounding Big the Cat.
Hey you! Don't forget subscribe!
Please subscribe to our channel!
Subscribe now!
So Amy Rose, realizing this chaos while hiding behind a wall, took 3 steps back. Looking up, she noticed she wasn't hiding behind just any wall. There was a huge graffiti of Sonic the Hedgehog with the word "Hope," because Sonic was the only one who could save them. Knowing that Sonic was also a target for the Metal Sonics and that he was their only hope, Amy Rose went to him. After explaining the situation, Sonic crossed his arms, started thinking, and said, "If I don't go with Amy Rose, they might capture all of us like they did with me. And if I go, the worst that can happen is that we get killed. Okay, I'll go with you, Amy." Sonic went home with Amy Rose and found his friends Knuckles and Tails being cared for by Maddie because they were badly injured. At the same time as Sonic, both Knuckles and Tails had been attacked by a group of Metal Sonics, and thanks to Knuckles, they came out victorious. Sonic told them everything that was happening and explained that if they didn't travel through time into the future, not only their lives would be at risk, but every alien being from planet Mobius would be in danger. Sonic then went to Lord Dona and said that no matter what happened, he would love him like a father. Crying, he said goodbye to him and to Lady Yoga. Together with Knuckles and Tails, guided by Amy Rose, they went through a portal that would take them straight to the year 2036. The Sonic team arrived in the future, and when they saw the enormous number of Metal Sonics that made up Eggman's army, they began to create a detailed plan that would guarantee victory. Sonic told Amy Rose that if things got complicated, she should escape and return to their time to protect Lord Dona and Lady Yoga. "I can't allow myself to lose my father or mother again," he said. But before Sonic could finish, 5 Metal Sonics appeared immediately and surrounded them. Sonic ran off, and all the Metal Sonics chased him, since he was Eggman's main target. Sonic shouted, "Please free the captives! I'll distract them!" Now Sonic was running through the city with the Metal Sonics chasing him, while Amy, Rose, Knuckles, and Tails rescued Cream and Big the Cat to support them in battle. We then see Knuckles joining forces with Big the Cat, using the power of his fishing rod to destroy the Metal Sonics. On the other side, we see Amy Rose charging her power into her hammer and destroying the Metal Sonics with heavy strikes. Tails, who didn't have much power, relied on his tools. Piloting his plane, he fired from a distance, destroying even more Metal Sonics than Knuckles and Amy Rose themselves. But the real threat here wasn't the Metal Sonics. With the explosion of the Ark Colony, Eggman not only gained the ability to travel through time, he also stole and manipulated chaos energy. He had now transferred that energy into a giant robot shaped like himself. We now see the super robot Eggman heading towards Sonic and Amy Rose. In just seconds, thanks to its great power, it subdued them with ease. Seeing that everyone was on the verge of death, even Knuckles, Tails, Big, and Cream were surrounded, Sonic shouted, "Amy, please!" Opening a portal, Amy Rose transported them all to their base in 2036 to a safe place. Sonic didn't know what to do. He walked around the base with his hands behind his head, trying to find a solution. But then Tails, using his technology, identified Eggman's true power source. It wasn't the Metal Sonics or the energy of the warriors he had kidnapped from Mobius. Inside his giant robot, Eggman had a massive emerald. The Master Emerald is the union of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. But this one was different. It was the union of 3 Master Emeralds from different timelines. This was the Super Master Emerald. Amy Rose was amazed by this discovery, but Sonic said, "Come on, this isn't the time to be surprised." Going back to face Eggman, Sonic now had a clear goal. He went straight to the Super Master Emerald, touched it, and absorbed a portion of its power. Sonic had now transformed into the legendary Hypersonic. Hypersonic walked forward with an imposing presence, and the Metal Sonics, seeing him, were filled with terror. Hypersonic increased his power and began to fly, preparing for battle. Eggman gave the order to attack, and the Metal Sonics rushed at Hypersonic, but that was the same as digging their own graves. Hyper destroyed each one of them in seconds, not giving them a chance to even scratch him. But Eggman had a plan to counter Sonic, and he was carrying it out with a total of 50 Metal Sonics. At the same time, we see what happened in the year 2032 with Shadow the Hedgehog. Just like Eggman, Shadow had also traveled through time during the explosion, but to a different era. While Shadow was riding his motorcycle, he was being watched by the Metal Sonics, who shot a dart into the back of his head. The dart made him fall into a kind of hypnosis. Hypersonic had destroyed all the Metal Sonics, and subscribe now, because when Hypersonic was about to destroy the super robot Eggman, Shadow the Hedgehog suddenly arrived and attacked Sonic, slamming him into the ground. That's when we realized that what the Metal Sonics had injected into him wasn't just for control. They had injected chaos energy from the Super Master Emerald, and now Shadow would transform just like Sonic into Hyper Shadow. Their battle was legendary. It seemed as if the sky itself would split in two. But Knuckles and Tails joined the fight, and together with Sonic, they transformed into Hyper State 2. Tails turned blue, Knuckles turned pink, and united in combat, they managed to defeat Shadow, stripping him of his transformation. With no other choice, Eggman surrendered to our beloved heroes. Remember, this video is nothing more than a theory created by me, with much love and with the sole purpose of entertaining you. If you want more videos like this, please ask me in the comments, and soon I'll be bringing them to you.